I'm excited that Mindy is coming. We're sort of email pen pals.
You know, I was just in my maternity leave, and Meghan texted me and said, hey, do you want to come be in my show and come up to Montecito and have me cook for you? And I was like, yeah, that sounds perfect. I would love to do that.
That's Mindy Kaling talking to Deadline on the Golden Globes red carpet back in January after we saw Mindy in the trailer for With Love Meghan.
What?
Now, the lifestyle series finally dropped on Tuesday, and Mindy's featured in episode 2.
Hi.
Hi!
So happy to be here.
Originally, the show was supposed to premiere in January. I think it was January 13th. But yeah, I got delayed till March 4th.
I had a great time. I noticed that whenever I do anything related to Meghan, it becomes like
big news.
Big news.
Yeah, the series is generating a lot of reaction and a lot of headlines, and Mindy finds herself in a lot of those headlines because she's part of the most talked about moment of the series.
I don't think anyone in the world knows that Meghan Markle has eaten Jack in the Box and loves it.
It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now.
Now, Mindy was already scheduled to do some talk show appearances this week to promote her Netflix series, which she co-created and executive produced, Running Point, which dropped on Netflix February 27th. So, with Love Meghan now dropping on Tuesday, and Mindy in a lot of headlines by Wednesday, she probably was thinking, oh man, this is going to be a rough promo tour.
Please welcome back to the show our friend Mindy Kaling, everybody.
First, she was on Seth Meyers on Wednesday night. He didn't ask her about it, which doesn't shock me. But then she was on the Today Show on Thursday morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Savannah.
Okay, people are loving this show.
I'm shocked that Savannah did not ask about it.
I know, everything you're touching is like turning to gold these days.
Thank you, I'll take it.
She opted to use the Ask About Other Projects time in an interview to ask about a sequel that's been in development for like 7 years.
So tell me about Legally Blonde 3.
Then Mindy headed over to The View, and the first segment she was on, she talked about Running Point and the Oscars a bit. And then the second segment, yeah, they brought up her appearance on With Love Meghan.
We were making sandwiches. And, then they'll push in on my face on TikTok, and they'll be like, look at how this emotion you felt. And hey, I'm pretty impressed by the sandwich.
You're doing great. Look at our sweet little sandwich starters.
I loved my time with Meghan. I'm also like, let her promote her show. I'm here to talk about Running Point.
She said that with laughter disguised, the fact that she was shutting down the topic, but that's exactly what she was doing, shutting down the topic. Yeah, and they moved on from there. Now, Mindy really has nothing to worry about. In Canada right now, Running Point is the #1 show in its 8th day of release, while With Love Meghan is number 4 in its 3rd day of release.
Running Point is officially coming back for season 2!
Yeah, since Netflix announced that, courtesy of a video with Kate Hudson, Mindy obviously knew before Thursday morning that the show was already renewed for season 2. So Mindy was job secure, and she should feel comfortable talking about it. She was comfortable talking about it on the Golden Globes red carpet.
It was just really accessible. I mean, she has a garden, and she has a garden from like scratch, which I could never do, and chickens, which they would all die if I tried to take care of chickens. But other than that, I was like, oh, this is like very accessible.
Yeah, now that it's out so shortly after Running Point dropped, Mindy doesn't want to get into it.
It's really fascinating seeing how the reaction.
The reaction is fascinating. That's one of those canned, like, celebrity answers to a question that they don't really want to engage with. Like, they're giving you an answer, but it's not really anything.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm so glad you're here. It's gonna be fun.
I'm so happy to be here.
It's kind of funny that you go on a show and then not want to talk about it afterwards. But no, I think it's less about not wanting to talk about or not wanting to promo With Love Meghan as it was not wanting to be associated with this whole last name Sussex thing.
Our little family name.
Well, now I know, and I love it.
Because, yeah, Mindy wasn't planning on this, and all of a sudden, yeah, she's in all these headlines. So I think it was their attempt to kind of like, please don't keep on associating me with this. Like, I'm really not part of it.
Thank you for helping me today.
Oh my gosh, what fun.
But yeah, what do you think of Mindy basically, not completely shutting down the topic, but very quickly discarding of talking about With Love Meghan on The View?
I wanted to bring Montecito Mindy to Meghan.